Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Jolene and I'm the author of the Glorium Sea series as well as the MOONRISE Beach series. In this video, I'm going to kick off my planner system for 2023. So typically I will do a video at the end of the year kind of going through the planners that I have chosen to start with in 2023. And I think I'm still going to be doing that video. However, doing that kind of video doesn't really allow me to give you the details of each planner and the system that I'm going to be using. So I thought that I would additionally create these videos so that if you are interested in a particular planner of my system, then you can really see the details of it in these flip throughs. So I have set up my planner for 2023, and as you guys can see here, I do have a ring bound planner. So typically in the past, my system has consisted of mostly ring bound planners because ring bound planners are my planner piece. You'll see me use a lot of Hobonichi planners, Stylogy planners, and things like that as well. However, this year, this is the only ring bound planner that I am setting up for now. If this system does not work for me, I may change it throughout the year and kind of tweak it a little bit. I know for sure that I wanted a ring bound planner because there are some things in my life where I only need a few pages of. So a ring bound planner system is great for that. So you don't really need a whole bound book, for example, but it's not going to have overlapping inserts or anything like that with my other planners that I'm going to be using this year. So having things like an extra monthly and weekly is not going to be repeated in this planner. I will have those calendars in here, but they're going to serve a different purpose, and I'll go through that in a little bit more detail once I get to that section. And then you'll also see here that instead of using a typical A5 planner or even like a B6 or personal wide rings planner like I have in the past, I am here using a A6 planner. So this is not the first time I've used an A6 planner. I have set up several A6 planners on my channel, so if you guys want to check that out, I have some videos already up on my channel. I was thinking that I need something a little bit more portable. The A5 planners are great for desktop planners, but if I need something on the go with me, then I think the smaller planners are better. And as you'll see in my planner system, I chose planners that are a little bit smaller this year. So I'm hoping that this will work out. We'll see how this goes because this part of my system is really kind of like an experiment for me to see if this will be functional, and I will use my planners more. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm going to get started with this planner. So this is an A6 rings. It's a Vanderspec planner, my very first one, and this is from the Touch Me line. It's the senior and the color is Pousierre. So it's a really nice kind of creamy beige color. I wanted something nice and neutral so that it can last me the whole entire year. So the leather of this is very, very pliable. It's so soft to the touch, so that's why it's called the Touch Me. I do have the 25mm ring, so this is a lot smaller than I'm used to. To be honest, sometimes I think it's a little bit too small. As you guys can see, my inserts are bursting and I haven't even started using this yet, since this is for 2023. So I kind of wish that I got the 30mm because that is what I'm used to. However, if I am going to be downsizing it and I'm going to be taking this around, 25 should be enough, right? So let me go through the kind of pocket configuration of this planner first before I go into the guts of the planner. So with this planner, it is a clasp closure like this, and the popper matches the rings, so you can upgrade the rings to gold if you want, but I felt like with the color of this planner, the silver worked really nicely. You do get a really big back pocket here, and it's really soft inside of it. In here, I just have a note, and then this is some of the Hobonichi papers. So this comes in a little notebook, and you're actually able to rip it out really easily, and these are the same size as the inserts for A6, so I have that handy in here, so anytime I want some extra note paper, I can have it and I can just punch it and put it in my rings, or I can just keep it here at the back. So that's how I'm utilizing that section, and then as the year goes on, I will be putting some invoices or receipts here in the back pocket that need to be filed away for my shop. And then here, what's nice about the Touch Me model is that you do get 2 pen loops. So as you guys can see, I have my neutral brown highlighter here. This is a mild liner. And then I have this Pen Gems. This is from the Naked collection. I felt like it looked really nice with my front dashboard. So I have that tucked in here. Now, in terms of the pockets, I do have this zipper pocket here on the side. And in here, I just have this cute little sticker folder, which houses some stickers from Fluffy Angel Stationery and Teddy's Plans Co. I have these customs that I made. I like to keep those in here, and those are mini versions of them. I got the printable version, so I was able to resize them and print them out myself. So that stays in there. We do have an extra pocket here, which I find really handy. And in here, I just have some of my transparent dot stickers, which I use in the monthly section. So that it stays in there. We do have this little pocket, and in here I have some die cuts and things like that from Tool & Twine. Now Tool & Twine has now closed, so unfortunately you can't get these anymore, but I think they match the planner really nicely and they're really pretty to look at. So I have a little faux washi card that says Planner Girl there, and I have a little cozy candle and a cozy sweater. So that stays in there, and then I do have some doilies for a little decorative touch there. So I have a gold one and then like a white one. And then I have this little journaling card. This is actually from Kiki K. And it says, if you're tired, rest, the world will not end. So I really love that reminder. I do tend to overwork myself, so having that in there is just really nice. And then here at the back, you do get another secretarial pocket. And here I just have another journaling card. This one is from Simply Gilded. I love the coffee there. And then in my card slots, I do have this little die cut. This is also from Tool & Twine. But I also have here these task cards. These are from Peanuts Planner Co. And what I've done is I printed them out on cardstock, and I actually put a design there that I liked. So it's not plain, and then I rounded the corners and I popped them in here. So all of these fit the 6 card slots. So here I have a little planning routine. It goes from 1 to 20 there. So all your steps that you would like to take for your routine. And then this one here is a daily routine, and you have an AM and PM schedule. And obviously I will be filling these in once the year begins. This one is a habit reference, so you have daily, weekly, monthly, and other. And then this one is a schedule, so you have Monday to Sunday, and then your time schedule here on the side. And then here we just have extra notes, so you have a little section for your to-dos. And then lastly here, we have a little weekly schedule, so Monday to Sunday, and then you have a little notes section. So those are really handy, great for referencing and using as task cards, and what's nice is that you can print out as many as you want. So that is really great. Now let's move into the guts of the planner. So as you guys can see here, I do have this really beautiful dashboard. This dashboard is from Sweet Dear Stationery. I do PR for this shop, so if you guys are interested in these laminated dashboards, the vellum or the acetate that you see in this setup, then you guys can use the code Anna15, and if you message her your planner size, you can get my free dashboard as well. So it's a really cool freebie. Definitely take advantage of it if you can. But I have this beautiful kind of cozy looking dashboard. I felt like it matched the planner really well, and I really like the fairy lights and the candle because it kind of matches what I have going on here in the pocket. So I have the candle here, and then the cozy sweater in the background, which is mimicked here in the die cut as well. So that's really cute. I do also have another one here at the back, and this one just has like a nice neutral coffee theme to it. Again, I thought it looked really nice with the planner, and I like to keep one in the front and one in the back because it prevents my pages from curling under and folding. So it's just nice to have that there. And then here I do have a little corduroy clip. This is from Peony's Papery. So I will leave a link to all these shops that I mentioned here in the front cover, I do have these sticky notes. I just printed these out on sticky notes, and these are from Latua Notes. And then you'll see here that I have 2 sets of dividers. So I have a clear version, which is the crystal clear dividers from Rose Colored Days, and then at the back here I have the dusty mauve version, again from Rose Colored Days. And that's why my planner is so chunky, because I have 10 dividers in here. I really love these dividers because they're quite thick, so they kind of act as a pencil board or writing board. So in my first section, I have these dashboards. Each of my dashboards here are from Tool and Twine, so unfortunately they are no longer available, but I like them because they do match the die cuts that I have in this planner. So next up, I have these sections from Jolene Printables. Again, unfortunately, this is a shop that is now closed, but in her closing sale, I did pick these up. I thought the neutral leopard pattern was really cute. So I have that in the front and back of each section here, and I feel like it kind of closes everything off. It's really neat looking, so I like that. So inside here, I have the inserts from my shop. I have a traditional 2-page monthly spread that's available in my shop, but I also have the 1-page versions as well, which is what you see here. And I have 2 versions in my shop. I have the column one, which is this, and I also have a version that has the grid on the other side. So you guys can check that out in my shop if you guys are interested in A6 ring printables. I do have other sizes as well. So don't forget to use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off of your order. So I have a monthly calendar here that's on the 1 page and has a Monday start. I do have a Sunday start available in the shop as well. And my purpose of having this calendar here is for reviewing. So I am a professional book reviewer, and this is what I'm going to be using to keep track of other authors' releases, and also when I submit my reviews. So actually, you have a line here that separates this into 2 columns, but what I'm gonna do is actually create more columns for myself. So I'm just gonna grab a ruler and then just make a couple of more lines. And that way I will have a section to write down the release date of the book, the title of the book, when I submitted the review, and when it was posted. So that's how I'm going to be setting this up. I haven't done it yet because the year hasn't started, but that will be something that I will be doing very soon. So I have that for the whole entire year. Next up, I have another dashboard, and then I have another section. This will be my daily section. So I don't need a weekly or a traditional monthly view because I do have my Hobonichi cousin for that. So none of the information is repeated here. What you'll see here in my daily is my daily grid. So essentially this is just a place for me to write any to-dos. So you have a blank space here to write the date, or maybe put a little bit of washi. You have the pink scallop, which is a nice design, and then you have your grid. So I have that in here, and then I also added these dailies. These are from Annie Plans. They are from the Lucky Lux collection, and I like how neutral the insert is. It matches the planner really well, and in this column it is 1.5, so if I want to use stickers I can, or I can just use it as is. So I have that here, and that's my daily section. My next section here begins with this acetate. This is from Sweet Dear Stationery, and I love the rainbow. It says All Good Days, and I chose it in the gold foiling. You can choose whatever foiling that you want. And then I have another dashboard. And then here is my inbox section. So in my inbox section, I just have these inserts. Once again, these are from my shop, and these are the 2-box grids. So anytime I want to jot something down, a note or something, I can use one of these boxes for that, and that allows me to have plenty of space to write many things. So it's still categorized, but I can write as many notes as I want. So that is available in my shop. I have a bunch of those in here. And then at the back, I just have some Jolene Printables. These are just some line inserts that I had left over. So next up, let's move into this section here. I have this vellum. This is in rose gold, and it says pumpkins, apple cider, hay rides, crisp leaves, and cool breeze. Really, really pretty. And I have another dashboard, a floral one, and I like how it kind of layers like that. And then here I have a clear dashboard. This is from Rose Colored Days, and in here I just have some cards and some die cuts, just for something nice to look at. And this goes into my finance section. So last year I did use finance inserts, but I felt like it was hard for me to keep up with it. And In an effort to do better this year, what I'm going to be doing is going back to my previous system. So what I did before was I just had some note paper and I just simply wrote income and expenses on one side, and then I just wrote everything that came in or went out of my bank account. So instead of using the traditional financial inserts, I'm just going to go back to basics and just use a dot grid. So what I'm going to be doing each month is I will write the month here. So for example, January income, January expenses, I will write my bills here at the bottom, and then I do make investments, so I will write any savings here at the bottom too. So hopefully this will work out for me. I'm going really simple with my finances this year because I found that it was really hard for me to track my finances last year. It's not that I have a problem with overspending or anything like that. It's just that keeping track of the expenses with the shop and all that kind of stuff just got a little bit overwhelming for me. I want to make my bookkeeping process easier by having everything all in one place. And the other reason why I need a notes page rather than an actual insert is because I do often purchase in the US, so that is a different currency than I am. So I am Canadian. I do get charged the currency conversion often, and so I do want to mark those two amounts down so that I don't get confused when I am checking my accounts. So that is another reason why note paper I think is going to be better for me. So we'll see how this works. I did this system in my B6 or personal wide rings, so I'm just going to transfer it over into my A6 rings. So now we're moving on to my next section. I have this cute eyelash acetate, and this is again from Sweet Deer Stationery. Then I have this really cute dashboard that says Snuggle Up. I really love this artwork. And then instead of using the Justinian Printables section covers, I switched over to some of these ones. These are from Annie Plans, and they are from the Lucky Luxe collection. I just really like how neutral it is. It matches the planner really nicely, and I like this design. So this is my habit tracker section, and these inserts are once again from Annie Plans. So last year I was really bad at tracking, so I want to get better at it this year. I noticed that my routines and habit tracking really went out the window when my mom passed away. My mom passed away last year, and so for the past year it's been really hard for me to get back into a routine and find a daily schedule that is both productive but also relaxing for me, and it wasn't overwhelming for me because now I have so many other responsibilities. It was really difficult for a while, and so now that a year has passed, I feel like maybe I would like to try again to get back into some healthy habits and create a routine for me that will be beneficial for me, that will be good for my mental health, and also maybe make me more productive. So I'm hoping that these inserts will work for me. You can see that you have a lot of space for your habits, and then you can just write the days up here and check them off. So in the past I used to be really good at this, but more recently, like I said, since my mom passed away, any type of schedule was really hard for me to stick to, but I'm hoping that having a habit tracker like this will get me back on track. So I feel like I'm ready for it. I feel like I've been able to heal a little bit more, so maybe now I can actually stick to this. That is a goal for next year that I'm hoping to accomplish. So now we are moving into the pink dividers. I have my list section here. So I just have the heart checklist. These are from my shop. I have a bunch of these in here, and then I also printed out these ones from Annie Plans. This was a collab with the Planner Society, and these are smaller lists. So if I need something that's a little bit smaller, maybe like a small to-do list or a small to-buy list, I will put it here rather than using the larger list that I have here from my shop. And then we're moving on to the next section. I have this acetate with the stars and moon, and that is in rose gold. Then I have another dashboard from Tulle & Twine with the gold on it, really pretty. And then this section cover is again from Annie Plans, and I have this cute little paper clip with the bow and the charm. That is from Sweet Paper Bliss, which I don't think is open anymore. This is my PR section, so I just have some lists here similar to what I have here. these lists in this section, but since it does have some confidential information for the shops that I do PR for, I'm not going to show it to you. And then I have my next section here. I have some vellum, which has the pink hearts, which is really, really sweet. I have a really pretty dashboard, again from Tulle and Twine, with a cozy winter theme to it. And then I have my password section. So I'm going to be just marking down my passwords in a dot grid, because again, sometimes my passwords do change, so I like to cross them off and then just write in the new password. So these inserts are from Annie Plans. And then I have another section here, and this is for my contacts. So I'm not going to show this to you, but I just have a dot grid insert in here, and I just have some phone numbers and maybe some addresses of some important people. So I have that in there. And then my very last section, because we have Christmas coming up, I have designated this section for that. So here I just have a sticky note. This is from Simply Gilded. And then I have this really cute silver hollow holly vellum, and this is from Sweet Dear Stationery once again. And then this dashboard is really cute. It says Walking in a Winter Wonderland. Super cute. And then I have my holiday section. So in here I just have some more dot grid, and this is where I'm going to be planning out what we're going to be having for Christmas dinner, any decorations that I want to do, any cards that I want to send out, and things like that. I find that having just a regular dot grid will help me kind of brainstorm a little bit more freely. So instead of having like an insert, I can really just map out whatever I want in this section. So since I'm in charge of Christmas dinner and all that, I find this really helpful. So that is the end. I just have the last section covered there, and then you already saw this. So that is everything in my A6 rings. So as you guys can see, I have my most important information here that I'm going to be using, but it's not duplicating what I have here in my Hobonichi Cousin, which is going to be my main planner for next year. So if you guys are interested in my setup for my Hobonichi Cousin or my weeks, I will be doing videos on those. So don't forget to subscribe so you'll get notified of when that video goes up. But if you guys are interested in any of the inserts that you saw in this setup, you guys can use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off of your order from my shop. And I do have other sizes available, so if you're not using an A6 size, there are other sizes that you can choose from. But I'm very excited about using this planner for next year. I think it's going to be very functional for me, and I really love this planner cover. The Vanderspec planners are really nice, really great quality, and I just really love how neutral this setup is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this flip through of one of my planners for 2023. Once again, I will be doing other planner setup videos for the rest of the planners that I'm going to be using for next year. So if you guys are interested in that, then please subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!